Hello and welcome to another update video on UEC Uranium Energy, one of the charts I've been talking about for quite a long time, and it's still performing quite well overall here. The price is possibly in this third wave, at least that's my current assumption. There are alternative scenarios we want to talk about in case the price breaks below support, but for now, support levels are holding, and it looks like we might actually be in a breakout. We had several setups recently, several 1-2 setups, and the price is possibly on its way to $20 plus. So the idea is, after we had a low in wave 2 in April 23, we formed a 5-wave move up. So I just repeat that in case you don't know my previous updates on the uranium sector. I covered it here several times, but also on our MCO Global channel. Feel free to subscribe there if you haven't done so. New videos will follow shortly or soon. And then this here was another 3-wave move down in a so-called flat correction, in which the A wave was a 3-wave move. The B wave was quite aggressive. And then the C wave was a 5-wave move. We landed exactly in that support zone where we needed to land. And since that low was formed, the price has doubled, more than doubled, okay? In fact, it might have even formed several additional setups, like another 1-2, 1-2 setup. And so the thesis is that we are now moving up further, and I have no reason to believe at the moment that something is breaking down here. Now, clearly, we're approaching the next resistance level, so from these previous potential wave 2 lows, the rally has now unfolded, which looks really third wave-like. We've reached a previous swing highs, so that should be some critical resistance in this area around $8.90. But based on nanostructures and based on the Fibonacci extensions for this internal third wave, I'd like to get another final push to potentially $9.07 to $9.54. Before this fourth wave starts. The invalidation point is the 50% retracement in this case at $7.20. First of all, we don't want a fourth wave go below the 50% retracement. That's one thing. And the other thing is that a wave 4 should not overlap with a wave 1. Okay, they should never do that. If they do that, then that's invalidation. So something else will unfold below that level, below the $7.20 level. Let's call it a decisive break below, because these swing highs are just wicks, and sometimes you get, you have to leave a little bit of room. But overall, yeah, if we break below support, that would not be ideal. So while I can see potentially a pullback start soon in fourth wave, ideally we're holding above $7.20. Then we can get another move up in wave 5 of circle wave 3, potentially into the $10 to $11 area. Then another wave 4. Maybe we could then even hold above that pivot here, this previous, this breakout point, assuming we will break above it, at least as long as support holds. That could then act as structural support before we get further upside towards $20 in this third wave. So that's the bullish scenario, which means pullbacks can be opportunities. $7.20 to $7.98 is currently my Fibonacci support zone. Okay, if we break below it, I think it would not necessarily be bearish, but it would certainly be a blow for the bulls, and it could indicate that this wave 2 is still unfolding, and maybe then we could potentially test those previous lows again. And the risk is that this is simply turning into a more extended A, B, C structure. I mean, that would be, let's say, an alternative scenario, yeah? A reasonable alternative scenario, but yeah, that would require also a lot of work from the bears to drive the price all the way down again, which I don't see at this point, not as long as we're holding $7.20. Below $7.20, this previous swing low there from July at around $6 could provide some structural support. We would just need to reassess the structure if we start to see a break below $7.20. But for now, we only see minor pullbacks and rather the uranium sector performing quite well. That's the update on UEC, Uranium Energy. I hope you enjoyed the update. If you're interested in additional updates, stocks, then check out our stocks membership. You can find the link in the description. As a basic member, you get access to 20 stocks plus the S&P, the NASDAQ, ES futures chart, gold and silver. With the higher tiers, you get access to additional stocks, including also occasional updates on uranium energy. As pro member, you can even request updates, so you have a kind of personalization option there. Check it out if you're interested. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.